For nearly 3 decades, the world believed Princess Diana's final wishes were simple. 2 sons, 1 legacy, an equal expression of a mother's love. But what if that story was never the complete picture? A controversial claim now circulating in royal circles suggests that Diana may have structured parts of her estate with one goal above all others: protecting the future king. If true, it could completely change how we understand one of the most emotional chapters in modern royal history. And at the center of this debate is an unexpected name: Princess Anne. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're exploring a fascinating royal controversy that has sparked intense discussion among royal watchers. According to claims attributed to Princess Anne, Princess Diana's final will may have been far more strategic than the public ever realized. Did Diana intentionally structure her legacy around Prince William's future role as king? Did she foresee challenges that might one day divide the royal family? And what could this mean for how history remembers her final decisions? Let's get into it. The story everyone thought they knew. For years, the public understanding of Diana's estate seemed straightforward. Princess Diana adored both Prince William and Prince Harry. After her tragic death in 1997, many assumed her wealth and legacy were simply divided between the 2 boys she loved so deeply. It was a comforting story. 2 grieving sons inheriting not only financial assets, but also the memory and love of their mother. But royal life rarely follows ordinary family rules. Inside the monarchy, inheritance isn't always just about money. It can also involve symbolism, responsibility, and the future stability of the institution itself. And that's where this story begins to take an unexpected turn. Why Princess Anne's perspective matters. Princess Anne has built a reputation unlike almost any other royal. For decades, she has been known for discipline, discretion, and unwavering loyalty to the crown. She rarely comments on family controversies. She rarely enters public debates. And that's exactly why any interpretation associated with Anne tends to attract attention. According to this narrative, Anne viewed Diana's final arrangements through a very different lens. Rather than seeing them as a simple division of assets, she allegedly saw them as a strategic plan designed to support the monarchy's future. In other words, Diana may have been thinking not only as a mother, but also as someone who understood how the royal system truly works. William's unique position. To understand the theory, we need to remember one important fact. Prince William was never just Diana's eldest son. From birth, he was destined to become king. Diana understood the enormous pressure attached to that role. She experienced firsthand how demanding royal life could be. She witnessed the expectations, the scrutiny, and the sacrifices required by the institution. Supporters of this theory argue that Diana knew William's future would be extraordinarily difficult. And because of that, she may have believed he would require additional protection. Not necessarily because she loved him more, but because his future responsibilities would be fundamentally different. That distinction is at the heart of this entire debate. The alleged strategy behind the will. According to the claims being discussed, Diana's estate may have been structured around 2 separate ideas. The first was personal inheritance. The second was royal legacy. Personal inheritance could be shared, but royal legacy, according to this interpretation, was concentrated around the future king. The theory suggests that certain symbolic items, protections, and elements of Diana's public legacy were positioned to strengthen William's future role. If true, that would mean Diana wasn't simply dividing possessions. She was helping prepare the next monarch. Some royal commentators believe this would have been consistent with Diana's understanding of the institution. She knew the crown depends on stability. She knew future kings require independence. And she knew that symbolism often matters just as much as money inside royal life. Where Harry fits into the story. This is the part that generates the strongest reactions. Critics immediately ask a difficult question. If William received special consideration, what did that mean for Harry? Supporters of the theory argue that this was never about favoring one son over another. Instead, they claim Diana recognized that her sons would live very different lives. William's future was tied directly to the monarchy. Harry's future, while still royal, would not carry the same constitutional burden. Under this interpretation, Diana wasn't diminishing Harry's importance. She was acknowledging reality. One son would inherit the crown, the other would not, and therefore their paths could never be identical. Whether people agree with that logic is another question entirely, but it remains a central argument behind the theory. Did Diana predict future tensions? Perhaps the most fascinating aspect of this story involves foresight. Some believe Diana understood that royal life could eventually place strain on the relationship between her sons. She had witnessed firsthand how palace pressures could affect family relationships. She knew that duty and personal loyalty do not always move in the same direction. As a result, some commentators suggest that her final arrangements may have been designed to reduce future uncertainty. The idea is that clear roles create stability, clear expectations reduce conflict, and clear lines of responsibility strengthen the monarchy. Whether Diana consciously anticipated future divisions is impossible to prove, but the theory continues to capture public attention because of what eventually happened between William and Harry, the legacy question. At its core, this debate isn't really about money, it's about legacy. Princess Diana remains one of the most influential figures in modern royal history. Her image, values, and public impact continue to shape perceptions of the monarchy even decades after her death. If she intentionally connected parts of that legacy to William's future role, then her influence may still be helping shape the future of the crown today. In that sense, the discussion becomes much larger than inheritance. It becomes a question about how Diana wanted to be remembered, and how she hoped her influence would survive long after she was gone. What we actually know. It's important to separate confirmed facts from interpretation. Many details of royal wills remain private. Much of what has been discussed comes from commentary, analysis, and interpretations rather than publicly available legal documents. That means we should approach dramatic claims carefully. What we can say with certainty is that Diana deeply loved both William and Harry. We also know she understood the monarchy better than many people realized, and we know she cared intensely about protecting her sons' futures. The rest remains a subject of ongoing debate. Whether you believe Diana deliberately structured her legacy around the future king or simply acted as a devoted mother trying to protect both of her children, one thing is undeniable. Princess Diana's influence continues to shape conversations about the royal family nearly 3 decades after her passing. And perhaps that's the most remarkable legacy of all. What do you think? Did Diana intentionally prepare Prince William for his future role as king, or are these interpretations reading too much into her final wishes? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest royal updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.